And for all of you radical marketers out there that have been following me, salute. This channel has just taken off in a way that I've never seen it before. And the more that you guys blow the channel up, the more that I'm going to be able to do videos and help you guys out and create products that will help you guys all. I got a lot of plans coming up to really help you guys give back to other people as well. So make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Doesn't matter what you comment, just push the video out. YouTube sees that you watch the video and then you engage with it. They're like, oh, it's a good video. Let's just keep pushing it. So that's what that's all about when you hear all the YouTubers talking about it. But to the conversation at hand, okay? Check out all the playlists, by the way, as well. Shameless plug. We have all types of stuff. Best credit unions, how to build business credit, repairing credit, you name it. There's data for you, okay? So binge watch and just like you would on Netflix on this channel, and you guys can get a lot of value. The topic for today is, should you apply for a credit card the same day when you open up Navy Federal Credit Union, okay? So number one, you got to have Navy Federal Credit Union to be able to get any of their data, their products whatsoever. Their credit products has to be once you're a member, okay? So the question is should you wait to apply for them, or should you go for it the same day? And I've had that question, and I wanted to answer that question for some of you subscribers out there. My answer is I'm going to give you all of the gems that I can give you and whatever comes to the top of my mind. I wrote some points down to talk about, and then obviously all of you guys can comment as well of your experience. But I think it's up to you, and it's going to be more based on your credit profile. At first, if you don't have good credit and you just apply and you just got a Navy Federal Credit Union, my advice to you would be open up a pledge loan and open up a secured credit card. And I have an entire Navy Federal playlist above you guys can check out. I talk about why in those videos, so make sure that you watch that. They're very imperative that you watch those videos. But if you don't have good credit, or you have in the mid 600s, I wouldn't apply for a card the same day. I would actually go the pledge loan and the secured card, and those videos I'll tell you why. But that's what I would do, because what you want to do when you're with Navy Federal Credit Union is you want to be building up data points internally with them. And if you can't go off of your actual credit score, if you don't have mid high 700s, low 700s, you may strike out with Navy Federal at first. And why is that? Because they are changing rapidly. A lot of people were taking advantage of loopholes, tons of loopholes with Navy Federal Credit Union. They closed those. The pandemic hit, and they tightened up how much they would give to new members, right? They call them the House of High Limits, and they still are, but they're not the same Navy Federal Credit Union they were 2 years ago. And it's because a lot of things were abused. So if you have a good credit score that you can depend on, go for it. Don't waste any time. Apply for a credit card the same day if you want, okay? Does a late night hack work anymore? I have an entire video about that. You can watch that. My experience, it doesn't work, but you can check out that video. Some people will say it works, some people won't say it works. And I'll tell you my experience with the late night hack, okay? There's a lot of YouTubers out there just trying to push a bunch of strategies that don't necessarily work, or things have changed. And in this situation, I feel that it has changed. But you can watch that video and find out. But one thing that I am in agreement with many people on is, if you're going to apply for a credit card with Navy Federal Credit Union, use the pre-qualify tool. Now, I'll be making a video on how to do that so you don't mess that up. But you want to use the pre-qualify tool. In my opinion, Navy Federal Credit Union is the best credit union, but they're pretty clunky and they're pretty disorganized. It took me like 2 weeks for my account to be approved. They didn't even ask for any documentation that my dad was military. The apps are clunky. The way things work is clunky, but they give high limits, so I don't really care. I'll deal with it. But just so you know, if you're brand new to Navy Federal Credit Union, it's not the best app in the world. Their banking app isn't the best banking app. But you know what? You can't have it all, right? So use the pre-qualify tool, because it will give you an idea if you're going to be approved for that card or not. And from all the data points that I've gathered, if you're pre-qualified for the card, you're going to get the card, in my opinion, and from what I've gathered. Okay. If you guys have experienced the pre-qualified tool not working, comment below, let us know. If you are going to apply for a card, I wrote a couple cards down that you need to apply for. You don't want to swing for the fences and go for the Amex or the signature card with them. Okay, you don't want to do that. I mean, the flagship card, the black card. You don't want to do that. You don't want to go for the Amex or the black card because you have no data points with them, and they have an internal score that they go off of, more so than your credit score. Okay, unless you have the absolute pristine credit, I wouldn't do it. I would go for their low barrier cards like the platinum, the cash rewards, the go rewards. I would go for those cards. Why? Because they're going to be the entry level cards where you can use them, grow, do a credit limit increase, and then progress up the ladder. And on all of these videos in the playlist, I talk about that. So make sure you watch the entire Navy Federal credit limit playlist, because you want to know everything you can about Navy Federal Credit Union before you go apply and waste an inquiry, or you do it the wrong way, right? Inquiries they matter. Yes, you can sweep them. Yes, you can get them off your report. It takes time. It takes energy. Do you really want to deal with all that if you don't have to? I don't think you do either. I don't think you want to pay to get it done or have to deal with your time. My time is a lot of money, and I don't want to deal with that. So if I can do it right the first time, I want to do it right the first time. But the bottom line is, yes, you can wipe inquiries off of your report. You can pay to get it done. You can do it yourself. I like to pay to get it done because I don't want to do it myself. But you want to apply for the low tier cards, and then you want to go for the flagship and an Amex on your second card that you get, right? And every 100 days you can do that. So they have a 91-3 rule. I call it the 103 rule. You wait 100 days or 3 billing cycles. I like to just wait 100 days. It's really easy. Put it on the calendar. You do the credit limit increase, and then you go apply for the new card. All right, and you can have 3 cards in Navy Federal Credit Union. All of their cards have a top limit of $50,000, except for their signature flagship card, which is going to be $80,000. Okay, I talked about the late night hack already. If you're denied, you can reach out to the reconsideration line, ask them why you got denied, and your last and final option to build. If you're denied, get the secured card, get the pledge loan, build those data points, then go for the entry barrier card, then go for the high tier cards, then start a business and do your business side. Okay, talk about all of that in the video. But bottom line is, the question was, should you apply for a credit card the same day? If your credit is good, yes. If your credit is not good, no. Do the secured options, the pledge loan, secured card. Links are in the description. There's a card up there, playlist, check all that out. I answer comments in the first 24 hours of every video. So if you have questions, make sure that you put that in the description. I'll even still try to get your comment if I can. The channel's just growing so rapidly, but definitely write your question down, because if I don't answer it, somebody else will answer it for you. And hopefully we can get you that answer, okay? But I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.